So in just a couple seconds, I want to show you a clip from The View from earlier this morning where Meghan McCain, daughter of John McCain, she often likes to remind folks, had one of the most out-of-touch moments I've seen on television in a while.
That we are next week it will be a year since we left studio, and I have been very responsible in many different ways, as so many Americans have been. And the fact that Dr. Fauci is going on CNN and he can't tell me that if I get the vaccine, if I'll be able to have dinner with my family or dinner with, I mean, I don't have any grandparents left, but older people, if I can go to dinner at friends' houses who are older, it's terribly inconsistent messaging, and it continues to be inconsistent messaging. In Israel, in Tel Aviv, one of the messages that they have, I saw a sign that said, get a shot, take a shot. Meaning, if I get the vaccine, then I can go out and I can have shots with my friends. Is the science in Israel different than the science here in the United States of America? Because Israel has over half of their country vaccinated already and seem to be doing pretty well. The idea that I can get vaccinated and I won't be able to see friends and nothing in life changes and that we're going to have to wear masks forever, I don't understand the downplaying of getting the vaccine, because right now we should be wanting as many Americans as possible to get a vaccine. The fact that I, Meghan McCain, co-host of The View, I don't know when or how I will be able to get a vaccine, because the rollout for my age range and my health is so nebulous. I have no idea when and how I can get it. I want to get it. If you call me at 3 o'clock in the morning, I will go any place at any time to get it. I want to be responsible and obviously wait my turn. But this rollout has been a disaster, and I understand obviously President Trump can take much of the blame, but now we're in the Biden administration. I, for one, would like something to look forward to and to hope for, because if getting the vaccine means that just nothing changes and we have to wait another few years till everyone gets it, there's already a lot of people not getting it. We're already having a messaging problem getting people to take this vaccine. So I'm over Dr. Fauci. I think we need to have more people giving more opinions. And I honestly, quite frankly, I think the Biden administration should remove him and put someone else in place that maybe does understand science or can talk to other countries about how we can be more like these places that are doing this successfully.
She literally, guys, at one point there, she's literally like, if I, Meghan McCain, co-host of The View, can't get a vaccine, like something is clearly wrong. Like, this lady really thinks she's a goddamn essential worker. Meghan is not even 40. She's just a couple years older than I am. Meghan is not somebody with, health issues. She's not a goddamn essential worker. She hosts a banal morning TV show. And she thinks, oh, I'm Meghan McCain, daughter of John McCain. A true noble of American society, a very important woman, a very important lady, chief of the Karens, queen of the Karens. And I can't even get a vaccine. Clearly, Dr. Fauci needs to be fired. Like, that's basically what she's saying. I can't get one. I, famous, rich, important, of noble blood lady, can't get one. Obviously, something's wrong. She tries to cover herself a little bit. I think she sort of maybe partially catches herself and says, well, I don't mind waiting my turn and blah, 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 but I'm just very impatient. But she really tips her hand. She plays her hand. She takes the mask off, literally and figuratively here, when she says, if I, co-host of The View, can't get one, clearly something's wrong. This is like the mindset of somebody born with a silver spoon, somebody born with a platinum spoon in many ways. That, somebody that comes from incredible wealth on her mother's side and incredible political power on her father's side, really thinks that she's entitled to a life-saving vaccine before the most vulnerable and the most essential workers, whether we're talking about nurses or doctors or support workers or teachers, people that really do need to be on the front lines, or whether we're talking about the elderly. She really does think that as co-host of The View, she deserves it first. And look, let's be real. I get frustration. I get it. I get that, people want definitive answers, but it's hard to get those. And if people give you timelines and those timelines are fairly made and people give the best estimate that they can, and they miss those, people get disappointed. So I understand why officials are reluctant to give ironclad, you will have X by date Y, and this many people by date X. I get why officials are reluctant. And we also have to be clear that Dr. Fauci isn't primarily an expert on distribution. He's a scientist. He's not an engineer. He's not someone that runs Pfizer or Moderna. He is not, the head of the Department of Health at the federal or state or local level. He's an epidemiologist. He understands the science behind COVID, but not and the vaccines, but not necessarily the distributive processes. And he isn't the god of the distribution process. All this is Meghan McCain trying to score points on Dr. Fauci, who she sees as a Democratic plant. And all this is Meghan McCain really, really salty, being a whiny little baby because she doesn't have the vaccine yet, and rich, important people should have gotten it by now.